All right, welcome everyone to a new series I'm going to be starting on YouTube. This series is actually in Red Dead Online. For those of you that aren't familiar with the channel, my name is Sumscrub. This series is going to be about the horses in Red Dead Online. In my playthrough of the story that I'm doing, for those of you that have seen it will know that I am so back and forth between the horses that I use. I'm constantly thinking of new horses to use, deciding which breed I want to use next. So the horses are honestly my number one favorite part about Red Dead. So I play a ton of online, so I thought while I'm playing online, even in online, I'm switching what horses I'm using constantly. So I thought while I'm doing that, I may as well, make videos about each of the horses. This series is not going to be a series about necessarily the best statistics of each horse. It's more so going to be just my personal opinion on using the horse. So I will briefly, when I, at the start of each video, when I introduce a horse that I've, gotten to max bonding, I'll briefly mention its base stats as well as its max bonding stats, but that's about it. So this isn't going to be about the statistical best horse or anything like that. If that's what you're looking for, I can already tell you statistically the Black Arabian is the best horse in the game. So if that's what you're looking for, just buy the Black Arabian and that's it. But this is going to be more so, I think that, once when you have the Nacogdoches saddle and the hooded stirrups, I really think that any horse you use in this game is viable. So I'm going to try every single horse. I'm going to try to, throughout this series, I'm also going to try to figure out my own opinion about the braveness of horses. There's many people that claim it's random between each breed. Like for example, I could buy this Bayron Ardennes, and I could buy it and it's super brave, but for whatever reason I get rid of it. And the next one I buy, if I bought the same, a male Bayron Ardennes, it's like RNG based. Like the next time I buy it, it could be a super skittish, terrible horse. I've heard people say that it's RNG based like that. I've also heard that the braveness stat is just a placebo effect because, just with calming your horse, it's really just a placebo of, when your horse bucks you off or not, what you feel about it. So throughout this series, I'm going to try to explore that and develop my own opinion about it. But mainly this series is just going to be trying every single horse in the game. My goal is I'm going to start with the riding horses. I've actually already started. I'm going to start with the Kentucky Saddler and go down the list and go to the Morgan, the Tennessee Walker, down to the draft horses, do all of these ones, and just go straight down the list of the horses in online. Like I said, I will at the beginning of each video, I will briefly mention the horse's base stats as well as its max bonding stats. And then I'm going to get it to max bonding, but I'm not just going to get it to max bonding and then immediately stop. What I will do is I will ride that horse until I feel like I know it or I understand it. I'll do bounties like crazy. I will go hunting with it all the time. I'll do everything I can so that I can develop my own opinion of the horse. So this series is going to be very opinionated, of my own opinion of what I think of each horse. So you may or may not agree with my verdict on each horse. And at the end, just like I'm doing an intro video now, I think at the end I'll maybe do like a summary video. But I added up the numbers the other day of, because obviously it's not going to be cheap for me to go down the list and buy every single horse. So in total, from buying every single horse in the game, and when I mean every single horse, I really do mean every single horse. I'm going to do the Bretons, and we'll have 6 separate Breton videos because I'll start from the Red Roan and go all the way down to the Still Gray. So in total, doing this in this series is going to cost me $32,425. But there's also horses in the game that you can only buy with gold bars. And so in gold bars, it's going to cost me 382 gold bars. So, you're probably looking up at my money and my gold right now. I obviously don't have that, but I hope that throughout the series and doing bounties with all the horses, hopefully will be able to earn that and to, be able to make up for purchasing those horses. I do currently own some of the horses. I only plan on using 4 of my current horses to, determine a verdict of that horse or my opinion on that horse for that horse video. The horses are my reverse, what's the actual name of it called? Reverse Dapple Roan. My Reverse Dapple Roan Nakota. I'm going to do it for my Tiger Stripe Bay Mustang. I'm going to do it for my Brindle Thoroughbred. And I currently own the Black Arabian, but if you notice, it's only at 1 bonding. So I purchased this horse when I had a little bit of excess gold that I could, but I haven't used it. I put a saddle on it, but it's literally never been out of the stable. So my plan with this horse is to, you know, it's in the stable, so I've got it for the future. But the horses that I currently own that I will just use based on my previous use of them, but I will pull them out of the stable and use them for a little while before I make the video. But again, it's going to be the Brindle Thoroughbred, my Tiger Stripe Bay Mustang, and my Reverse Dapple Roan Nakota. Other than that, I'm going to, you know, like I said, go straight down the list. And you might have noticed that I had a couple of the Kentucky Saddlers in there already. I've already, you know, I think I'm already ready to make my video about the gray Kentucky Saddler. I've already purchased the black Kentucky Saddler, but I haven't used it at all. So I've already kind of started on the series, but I just thought I'd make this intro video to kind of introduce you guys to the series. Because I noticed on YouTube that people just make videos like it's just the best horses, the bravest horses, and they only cover a handful of horses, but there's so many horses in the game and none of these get attention. Like how often do you see a video about the blanket Appaloosa or the leopard Appaloosa? The only thing you see videos about is how good the Missouri Foxtrotter is, or the Turkoman, or you know, like the Norfolk Roadster. Like people just go to this category, they go all the way to the bottom, they buy this horse, and that's the horse they use for the entire game. And I don't think that's fair. I do think that some horses are better than others, absolutely, but I just want to kind of be able to develop my own verdict and opinion on each horse. So obviously this is going to be a long series with lots of videos. I'm going to be trying to juggle this as well as my playthrough of the story, but I'm super excited to do this because I've always wanted a reason to buy a Morgan, even though they're, I mean, as you can tell, like the worst horse in the game. I'm excited to give them a chance. So welcome to the series. I will shortly have the next video out about the gray Kentucky, or the silver Kentucky Saddler. But I will catch you all in the first video. Thanks so much.